Hey guys, welcome to SPL, the Speaker Specialist. Today, this video is going to be a review, so I highly encourage you to subscribe, plus press the bell icon to see more content like this. So let's get straight into this video. Okay, so this is my Echo PB580T backpack leaf blower. This is a 2-stroke backpack leaf blower. Throttle, cruise control, off and on is from here. So yeah, the carburetor under here, choke. So let's get straight into this review. So you already know the model and everything. So we are actually running kind of low on fuel. We think we can definitely fill this up, but I think this is good enough for now. But we're definitely gonna have to fill up the tank. So when you open up this tank, there is a lot of pressure in there because I have not filled this up in a while. And you can see some nice 50-to-1 oil and gasoline mix. Let's see if we can get this on. Man, this is kind of hard. Let's put my screw down. Let's see if we can get it on the threads. Okay, here we go. So try and get it on there pretty tight. So this is a pull start. My dad had an Echo. It was a weed whacker, and it had a very similar pull starter. It's like very tiny. Like some pull starters are huge, some are tiny. This is definitely a tiny pull starter. Spark plug. This is a 58cc 2-stroke carburetor. The exhaust is black coated. You can't really see. You can kind of see the grill in there for the piston. But let's get to the other side. So there's your engine for you. Let's come over here and let's see what's going on. So here and all in here, it's a fan. I don't really know what this fan is. It might be the flywheel, or it might be just man, what are or just a fan, like a flywheel or fan or one of those things. This is the straps. They have nice cushioning in them. Very nice. Both sides. So this is the tube. It's very long. So the first thing you put on is this, which then gets locked onto this. This is just the stretchy thing so you can move it. It stretches from there. And then this is the main part with the handle, and this is the throttle. And so it's in the off position right now, but when you go it over, that's on. And this is the lowest setting, but then if you go all the way down here, this is the carburetor is fully open right now. And then if you go it all the way up, it turns off. So this is another tube, just a standard tube, and this is the ending tube. And the ending tube, you're gonna know it's the ending tube because it has the Echo sticker, and it has this piece of metal or plastic. I don't quite know yet, but it's either metal or plastic. So let's get straight into this thing. So, you know, I like to put this thing on my foot on the spark plug area. And the whole thing is spring loaded from your back, so it takes a lot of stress away from your back. So it's in the off position right now. I just wanted to see. So I usually put my foot on the spark plug area and then start it. It is, pretty stiff compression. But they say to prime it 8 times and then start it. I usually prime it 8 or more. UPS truck. So, that's pretty cool. So let's see if we can get a good need a screw. See if we can get a good view. We need the screw to put this on the tripod. And now you guys are going to go on the tripod. And so let's get this position right here. Sorry guys, camera stuff. Okay, so this is a good position. So let's come over here. Probably push up. Okay, so let's turn this thing on. So guys, I really don't know how bad the camera is going to distort or anything, but let's see the steps of how we can start this thing. And so this it's gonna be the exact same steps if you do get this backpack blower for the first time. Same thing. So you want this thing to be choke closed when you first start it, and start it now. This is the carburetor, and right under here there's the primer. And the Echo says to prime it 8 times, so what I am going to do is I am going to prime it 8 times. I have primed it 8 times. So the choke is here, it is on, and I don't know about these GoPro cameras, but I don't know. I think they should have pretty good sound quality. I really do. But if you guys do have horrible sound, it's all my fault. Because this thing is just about 70 decibels. I don't know what time that is. Like if you're starting it half throttle, all the way throttle. But let's get this thing. Let's get this thing started. So everything's on. We have everything going. So what I do is I will put my foot on this area with my shoe, and this thing should start up pretty easy. Okay, so that's what you want. I forgot to say, so that's how loud it is. That's sort of how loud it's gonna be on camera when we actually start it. It's definitely smelling because it's cold. So now what you want to do is you want to get this choke. You want to get this choke. You want to turn this choke down. Might have been kind of weird on camera because I had to pick the whole tripod up. Okay, so now when the throttle, it's not giving as much gas to the engine because we've already sort of had this thing running, and this is what it says to do. So now it says to pull to start. If it doesn't pull right now for 8 times, if you keep pulling it for 8 times, that's pretty good. But if you pull it more than 8 times, there might be something wrong to the engine. And I would say just let it sit for a while and see if you can pull to start it, because you might have flooded it because you primed it too many times. But let's get this thing started. Okay, so I don't know how loud this is going to be on camera. So my face is pretty close right now. So I think this is good. So let's get the air velocity at the microphone. It's pretty crazy. This thing's blowing some serious air, even on idle. So I don't know if you can pick this up, but let's see. A little bit of smoke because it's cold, and there's a little bit of oil in the mixture, 50-to-1 mix. So let's see. So this is blowing pretty good. So let's get these off the bottom. I have my jacket on, so I'm just gonna pick this thing up, put it on my back. Okay, so it's on my back currently right now. It's feeling pretty nice. It's pretty comfortable all in all. If we really think about it, it's actually pretty comfortable. So I've let it warmed up for a while, so this is probably going to be incredibly loud. So yeah, it's pretty crazy power. Let's see here. Okay, let's get a better thing for the camera. Let's go blow some leaves. So it's pretty powerful. I don't quite know how much horsepower or anything this engine makes, but I know it makes serious power. So I don't want to bore you by just doing this for a horrible long time. So let's shut it off. And to shut it off, I said before, just put this thing up, and the spark plug turns off, and then it turns off. So let's get this thing off my back. Let's get on the ground, man. Very hard. All in all, it's not very heavy at all. So I'm pretty pleased with this whole setup that we're having right now. I don't quite know. Okay. Sorry, I'm pretty new to these new cameras and stuff like that. I just got a new GoPro, so I'm losing the screw all over the place. So I'm sorry about this whole fiasco. So get down to the ground with this thing. So okay, so thank you guys for watching. This has been a great video just showing you about this thing. So you have to just unscrew this thing to get the air filter. There's one on the bottom. It is a paper filter. It's pretty nice. 50-to-1 mix of gasoline. The exhaust is, pretty hot because that's usually what gets hot. The spark plug is not hot at all, really. It's crazy. This thing doesn't even get hot by using it for an hour, because I just about used it for an hour, and it's just the exhaust is extremely hot. But then the whole piston assembly is all pretty cold. It probably just reduced the heat pretty good. Yeah, it's all in all a very good and expensive way to go if you want to buy a backpack leaf blower or just a leaf blower in general. So, let's sit down here. For about $330, I would say that's at the higher end price. For that backpack leaf blower, I just feel like you could go a lot cheaper than this, but this is a pretty expensive one. So let's end the video here. So let's do it. So please subscribe to SPL. Click the bell icon for more notifications for this a review, for more reviews like this. Bye.